Hey everyone, it's Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey for the first time, why don't you subscribe? Become the newest member of the Slashed Squad. So I figured it was time for another hair color update because you all didn't really get to see how I landed on this color. In case you missed it, I did do a hair transformation series here on the channel this past summer. I really wanted to switch things up. I had been wanting a crazy color in my hair or just something like, you know, fun and out of the box since my wedding, but clearly I wanted to have like my natural color in my wedding photos. So when it was time to bite the bullet, I wanted like an ombre style with a rose gold or blush pink kind of towards the bottom. Now, if you watched my video series, you know that that's not what I ended up getting. My hair just loves to hold on to really warm tones, so the pink kind of turned out more salmon and auburn. It was definitely pretty and unique, but it's not what I wanted and it's not what I necessarily thought looked good on me. So when that faded out, my hair was straight up like orange. It was so brassy. That's when I filmed my overtone video where I used the overtone deep conditioner in Vibrant Purple to hopefully get rid of those brassy tones. Now, even though it was Vibrant Purple, because my hair was starting out so orange, I kind of ended up with more of a berry color, which I was fine with just because I needed something that I felt like semi-pretty in. But when that faded out, I was kind of lost. I was like, what do I do now? I was really close to just going back to brunette and calling it a day on my hair color journey, just because one, I was tired of color not lasting in my hair, even though I was using all semi-permanent colors, which is not supposed to last long. One wash, colors were slipping out of my hair, and that was frustrating. Second thing I was really frustrated about was that the colors weren't really translating once they were in my hair and I was doing strand tests and stuff. They just didn't look like how I thought they should look or how the box estimated they should look on my tone of hair. But I also didn't want the 16 plus hours that I sat in a salon chair with Brittany at Bombshell Beauty Lounge to be a complete waste just to go back to my natural color. So that's when I added this color in. I didn't film it because it was just kind of a last ditch effort. I just needed to get something in my hair and have it look good, and I didn't realize that it would end up looking this great and that I would love it so much. And now that I've decided to stick with this purple hair and that I have actually gone and redone it in the same color already, I wanted to share with you, one, what I'm using to actually get this color, and also my maintenance routine. Throughout this hair coloring process, I have tried and tested a bunch of products, and I've kind of narrowed down my favorites that not only maintain my color the best in my opinion, but also the texture, feel, and health. So if you want to know how I got my purple hair and what I'm doing to keep it up, just keep watching. Now, before we get into this video, I do want to kind of give a disclaimer. I try to keep this YouTube channel as budget friendly as possible because that was my mission when I created it. However, today I'm sharing with you my real life routine, and that does not only include budget friendly products. And the fact of the matter is, keeping up with a hair color that's not like a natural color is not really cheap. So that's something I've learned and something to consider if you are thinking about going bold with your hair color. Okay, so first off, the actual hair dye or hair color that I use is Arctic Fox in Purple Rain. So I actually had a Sally Beauty salesperson recommend this color to me, and she changed my life basically because this is the best hair color that I have ever used. It's just so easy to apply. You don't have to mix it with anything. You don't need to use developer with it. You don't even need to add conditioner to it because there's already conditioner in the formula. The bottle comes with 8 fluid ounces, and one whole bottle, because I have such thick hair, is usually what I end up using when I am, you know, doing my whole head or doing a touch-up. Maybe I'll have this much left, but then usually I'll just end up adding and just really saturating my hair. So a few things about Arctic Fox that you should know is that one, they're semi-permanent hair colors, so they're not meant to last forever. They coat the hair instead of getting into the, you know, structure of the hair. However, out of all of the fun colors I've tried this summer, this has been the longest lasting. It's made with no peroxide, no ammonia, no ethyl alcohol, cruelty-free and vegan, so it contains no harsh chemicals that will affect the health of your hair or damage it. That was something that was really important to me this time around with coloring, because by the time that I was about to use this, I could definitely see and feel a difference in my hair health. It was feeling like straw, it was looking dry. I had also almost completely lost the shape of my natural wave texture because my hair had been damaged and just put through the ringer. It was just kind of so I picked this up hoping for good results, and I'm so glad I did. First of all, it smells straight up like grape Jolly Ranchers. It smells so good, and you can kind of see the purple around the rim there. I do have a little bit left in this bottle after my touch-up last. As with most semi-permanent hair colors, you want to apply this to very clean and very dry hair. So before I apply this, I make sure that I wash my hair thoroughly with a shampoo that does not contain oils or silicones. You don't want anything coating the hair because the semi-permanent hair color has to coat the hair. You want it to really grab on. So I leave this in for about an hour and then I rinse it out of my hair. This already contains conditioner in it, so I don't add any other products. I just rinse it out and then I dry it to reveal beautiful purple hair. Now, the thing that kind of blew me away the most about this hair color was, first of all, it's so vibrant. And when I put it in my hair, I definitely had a lot of brassiness to my hair because I had dyed my hair pink and then I had put the purple in and everything. So when it was faded, it was still very much like an orangey vibe. But this went over it with a really rich color and very evenly, so it still came out very vibrant. The other thing was I was blown away with how my hair felt after I used this. It literally felt like I had just stepped out of the salon. It was so incredibly silky, it was smooth, it smelled great, but most of all, it almost felt like it was back to its normal health. I could see a little bit of the wave coming back. My ends didn't look bad. Yeah, this just definitely breathed a new life into my hair. It's pretty inexpensive. It's like 16 to 18 depending on where you get it. I've purchased it in person at Sally Beauty. It's also available online at Amazon. I will leave the link below. It is on Prime. So it has been a couple weeks since I've touched up, and the front of my hair does fade a little bit faster than the back of my hair. So you can see in the back, it's still very much like that vibrant purple. In the front, we're getting a little bit more of the magenta vibe coming through, but I'll like insert a picture right here. This is what it looks like right after I do my hair. Now, as with any hair color, but especially with semi-permanent hair color, how long it lasts really correlates to how much you're washing your hair, how much you're heat styling your hair, and even the sun exposure. So maintenance has definitely been the hardest part about having hair that has a bold color in it so far. So here is what I'm using to maintain my hair, wash my hair without losing a lot of color, etc. Now, I will point out that every time I wash my hair having this Arctic Fox in, a little bit of color does come out and a little bit of color stains my tub. I must put bleach in my tub after every time I shower if I want it to like stay white and not have like a purpley pink tinge. I just get that Lysol spray that has bleach in it, spray a few times, and it takes it right out. It's really not that big of a deal. So I try to limit actually washing my hair with shampoo and conditioner to once every 6 days if I can handle it. It can be hard because I live here in Vegas. It's hot. It's like 113 every day. Plus, I work out every day too. So dry shampoo has definitely been my best friend at keeping my hair fresh. Mostly, I've been using the Dove Refresh and Care Fresh Coconut dry shampoo because it smells amazing. So it's really nice for like an after gym pick me up for my hair to just feel less greasy and then also smell clean. It's also weightless. It doesn't leave any weird feeling in your hair, whether it be like sticky or textured, and it doesn't make my hair feel heavy or anything, so daily use hasn't been a problem with this. Also, between shampoo and conditioner washes, I've been using the DP Hue ACV rinse. So this is one of those products that's definitely not cheap, but I really love it, and for me, it's worth it. I've actually been using this for about 2 years now because I've always been one to kind of space out how much I wash my hair, mostly for my texture before it was colored. But this hair rinse, which obviously contains apple cider vinegar, it also has argan oil, fire tulip, lavender extract, aloe vera, and more. Basically, it's a way to get your scalp feeling clean, get it more balanced, get rid of the oil and dirt without deep cleaning your hair, and it also has color locking technology, so it's not going to rinse out your color. It's specifically made for people who want to wash their scalp without washing the color out of the strands of their hair, so you do only apply it to your scalp, and I'll apply it in lines going from the front to the back. I kind of massage it in, let it sit for a little bit, and then I rinse it out. And as it rinses out, it doesn't take color with it, so I'll still see a little bit of color like in my tub, but that's mostly from the water, it's not from this. It lets me get my scalp clean without worrying about my color, first of all, but also it doesn't strip my scalp of the natural oil, so I never feel dry after this. You don't use conditioner after you use this, it replaces the whole routine. So I'll use this product if I've gone maybe 3 or 4 days since my last shampoo and conditioner. It's too soon to do another deep cleanse, but maybe I'm feeling a little bit more oily than usual. Maybe I've styled my hair and I'm feeling that product buildup. This will help me cleanse, kind of get a blank slate so I can really get to that 6 to 8 day window that's my sweet spot for shampooing and conditioning. You can find this rinse at Ulta Beauty. It's $35, which is a little bit of a sticker shock for me. I've had the brand actually send me bottles. I've also bought it myself, and it's always a little bit hard. But the thing is, this can last you a pretty good while because because again, you're not applying this all over your hair. You're only applying it to the scalp. A little goes a long way. And especially if you're not using it regularly, like I only use it when I need to, when I feel like I need that extension. So one bottle can last you a while. When I do shampoo, I want to use something mild, something that's not going to strip my color, something that's sulfate free, but also a product that will cater to my actual hair type. I have thick textured hair. I have kind of crazy waves naturally. I know today I'm looking mighty smooth, but yeah, this takes work. So I've been using the Diva Curl Low Poo Delight Weightless Waves Cleanser. I used this for a while back when they first launched it because I really like how it treated my hair. It made it feel very healthy and my waves just looked really nice. So when I air dried after using this in the shower, but now it's been a really good go-to now that I have colored hair because it is color safe. It's sulfate, paraben, and silicone free. It doesn't get super sudsy or lathery. It's not gonna slip my color right out of my hair. So it gives me a gentle cleanse plus moisture for frizz control, which is really important with my natural hair type. Again, not super cheap. This bottle is $22, but this is another product where I don't feel like I'm using as much as I use normal shampoo, if that makes sense. You can kind of see the consistency. It's not creamy like normal shampoo. It is on the rather liquidy side, so it slips through the hair really easily. You don't need to use a lot to cover everything. And again, I'm only washing my hair once a week, so I'm not getting through this really quickly anyway. For my conditioner, I am going between the Overtone Daily Conditioner in Extreme Purple and the Deep Treatment in Extreme Purple. So you all saw me use the Deep Treatment to just like color my hair when it was that brassy orange. And I feel like you could use this product to color your hair, but it needs to be a much lighter blonde than I was at when I did it to get the actual result you probably want. But for maintenance, these have been essential. So I'll use the daily conditioner anytime I do like a shampoo. And the daily conditioner does have color in it. You can see, whoa, that's purple. So this isn't adding a ton of hair color to my hair, definitely not as much as the actual like hair color from Arctic Fox. But what I feel like it does is that it replenishes any color that I lost in the shower from just the water and the shampoo. So my hair is fading a lot more slowly than when I just put in the Arctic Fox and used normal conditioner, which is what I had done the first time I added this purple to my hair. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since I touched up, and this section that fades faster is still a lot deeper than it was back when I was using a normal conditioner. So I'm using the daily conditioner, but weekly, because that's how much I'm washing my hair, in tandem with the Low Poo. And then about every 3 to 4 weeks, depending on have I been in the pool, have I been outside a lot, what's the state of the fading in my hair, I'll use the Deep Treatment, which definitely has a little bit more of a punch in terms of the pigmentation. This is a fresh jar, so check that out. Super, super vibrant. And this will definitely replenish a moderate amount of color that has faded, and it'll extend the time between needing to actually add more of the hair color about a month to a month and a half, depending. Now I do want to say something, because in my video where I just used this to color over my faded hair, I used the entire jar and like applied it in layers, and I was disappointed as far as like the price to the amount we got because I had to use the whole jar on my head. But now that I'm using this as a maintenance product and not to actually color my hair from scratch, I'm not using it like that. I'm basically taking an amount in my hand that I would take out of any kind of deep conditioner, you know, running it through my hair, letting it sit for a little bit, and then rinsing it out. It's not like a whole production like that video was, so I am getting more use out of this than just the one time where I put the whole jar in my head. And because I am using both of these together, I don't have to use this super often, so one jar will last me way longer than 1 week now. When I get out of the shower, I like to let my hair air dry. I try to keep heat off of it as much as possible if I can. So basically I'll just kind of towel dry my hair, and as it's still damp, I will apply the OGX Restoring and Bonding Plex Bonding Cream. So this is a leave-in treatment that will really help get damaged hair back to its health and kind of make it feel and look way better than it actually is. The results remind me of Olaplex, which I also have and which I have also used, but with Olaplex it's a little bit more of a process because you are like putting it in and then rinsing it out and all that. Plus it's obviously more expensive. So after using both Olaplex and this product, which is a fraction of the cost, I actually prefer using this because it just makes more sense in my routine. It's a little bit more convenient. I just put it in my hair as my hair is drying, and I can really feel and see a difference. It's made with vegetable proteins that help restore damaged hair, and as I've been using it regularly, I can really see that my hair is getting back to its natural health a little bit faster than it was before I started using this. But just a tip, only apply this on damp hair. It does not spread well in dry hair. It ends up like sticking to one section of your hair and it just does not feel good. So only apply this in damp hair where it can spread evenly and dry with your hair evenly, and you will be surprised at how good your hair feels. So as I said earlier in this video, both heat styling and being out in the sun can really accelerate the fading of your hair color. So having some kind of leave-in spray or heat protectant before you style your hair is super important anytime, but especially if you want to maintain a bold color. My favorite product for this is a budget-friendly one, so that's awesome, but you can also benefit from this if you don't have colored hair at all. And that is the Unwind by Hask Rosé Wine-Inspired Color Protection 10-in-1 Leave-In Spray. That's a mouthful. So it's made to protect color, but there are so many benefits in this that you could definitely get something out of it, even if you don't color your hair. So it preserves color, it blocks UV, it conditions, it's anti-breakage, it adds shine, it strengthens, it adds thermal protection, mends split ends, eliminates frizz, and detangles. So I will spray this evenly before I curl my hair or straighten my hair. Clearly I have straightened hair today, and this definitely helps get a very smooth finish and it's not feeling like dry or anything after I style it. But I will also use this if I am going to be spending a lot of time out in the sun. So when I'm hiking, for a pool day, this helps me avoid the fading that comes with just being outside in the sun. So that's my current purple hair color routine. I added the Arctic Fox color for the first time at the end of May, so it's now been about 2.5 months since I've had and kept this color and really honed in on the products that have worked for me. So I really love these products, but I am also open to trying new stuff. So if there's something that you're curious about, please let me know in the comments below, or if there's something that really works for you that you think I should add into my routine, I'd love to hear it. If you want more videos about boldly colored hair, let me know, hit the thumbs up. There are some products that are on my radar that I might want to try after this starts fading out. If you haven't already, show some love, hit the sub, subscribe, and become the newest member of the Slashed Squad. If you've done that, high five, but have you hit the bell icon so you know every time a new video goes live. If you don't turn on notifications, YouTube will decide what videos show up in your subscription page, not you. I will see you in my next one. Bye!